Cost of the Gold Service. Part 2 of the Gold Service Trilogy. Written and narrated by Alan Ivers. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Part 1. Faith-based fury. The pilgrim urges us to form together and abandon our disparate clans and borders. Those who cling to their differences, who insist on superiority of one over another. There is but one commandment. Banish the oppressor, first with your word, and, if necessary, with the sword. Professor Ordi, C.H., 2224. Radical Fervor, the Quandary of the Pilgrim's Wrath. Chapter 1. Tycho. He just tried to remember her face. He'd survived so much by keeping her soft, violet eyes fixed in his mind. She'd gotten them colored some time in her early 20s, some rebellious phase, before she had decided to settle down and met Dad. Tycho had seen those eyes almost every night before bed, and when he left for the academy, he'd taken one last look over his shoulder. Her eyes had been full of glad, patriotic tears, but also mourning. Her shoulders convulsed with each wave of grief that slipped out of her. That beautiful smile had broken, hidden somewhere behind the palm cupped to her face. She had prayed to the pilgrim for strength as she bid her child goodbye. She would likely never see Tycho again, and she had wanted to give her 12-year-old son such a strong send-off, and he had promised her there would be no tears. A promise he had broken. Tycho thought about those eyes during every exercise, every drill, every formation and parade. He thought about them when he was too tired to walk, too tired to think, too tired to press on. He didn't want to cause her any more tears. He thought about those violet eyes a lot in his first 3 years at the Academy Bellator, and the 6 months at Holkstad after. He even sketched them in his drafting software so that he could look at them whenever he liked. And he thought about them when they put him under for his first surgeries, grafting metal to his muscles and bone and circuits to his nerves. He didn't remember waking up, but that was fine. Half of his graduating class didn't wake up at all, killed by the dangerous implants and cybernetic enhancements. Their bodies were unable, unwilling to adopt the upgrades. The rare student, like him, was even more resilient, crossing a rather unsettling threshold. He had more parts now that were cast or soldered than grown. Those that survived would press on to become the elite. Orbital Strike Command. Augmented, awe-inspiring, and optimized. There were no soldiers alive more potent than the Oskies. That's what Tycho had thought, before his instructors had pulled him aside at graduation. A special, volunteer program he was perfect for. Extremely dangerous, certain death, that kind of thing. But prestigious, and a guaranteed silver ticket to join the Sojourn, whereupon he would rest at the side of the pilgrim to await his mother and father. Tycho didn't want to make his mother cry. He wanted to make her proud. And what would make her prouder than to see him again after death, where they could walk the pilgrim's path together, forever? There were 100 of them in the room, all augmented graduates of Holkstad Academy, an exceptional example of their class. It was an impressive space, vaulted ceiling and stained glass, like a cathedral to medicine. Each student laid on their own table sacrificial altars with autodocs for each.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?